Hey guys, how's it going everyone? It's our Zavi here, and so today's video is mainly on my deck. So in this video I'm going over a few replays of mine and we're going to analyze our gameplay. That means we're going to discuss how I play my deck, and I saw a few people run my deck on top later, but they actually use Baby Dragon instead of Electro Dragon. But personally I prefer Electro Dragon over Baby Dragon cause I think Electro Dragon gives you like a lot of advantage in most of the scenarios. So yeah, without wasting any further time, let's hop into some live matches. I'm kidding, man. Unfortunately, as I've already played a lot of matches, so I'm going over a few replays. So yeah, let's hop into it. Alright, so for the first match, I have replay against a player who actually mainly runs Giant Skeleton Ram Rider, and if I'm not wrong, this match was actually super close, to be honest. Alright, so before I start this video, I just want to say a few things about my deck. This isn't actually any kind of like classic Loon cycle deck. This is more likely a Loon beatdown deck in my opinion. So if you're running my deck, you have to focus more on defense rather than going on offense, and you have to like be very patient if you're using this deck and try to build a counter push, massive counter push with maybe bowler, then lumberjack, loon, and if possible Electro Dragon, and then you have the freeze, right? So you have to freeze it in the perfect time as well. So I would say this deck actually needs like very good skill, but people might want to say nah, this is a low skill deck or something, but from my personal opinion this deck actually needs some serious skill. But alright, so enough talking and let's focus on the gameplay. So in this match I actually have to use my bowler for his Ram Rider cause a bowler can totally shut down one Ram Rider, and at that point when I saw that he was going with his giant skeleton in the back, so I was like okay, so I have to use my Inferno Dragon for his giant skeleton. So at that point I actually don't have any other option rather than using my bowler, but otherwise if I had any other choice, like maybe suppose he didn't play with his hunter, then I might be chilling. So but as he played his hunter in the back, so I have to use my bowler to defend that, and I think that Ram Rider will totally shut down my Loon plus lumberjack, but unfortunately that Ram Rider got a hit on my bad, that Ram Rider got a dash on my tower and he took down to 1874. So he goes with his giant skeleton in the back again, and I started my push with my E-Drag cause I knew that he had hunter in cycle. So I was like hoping that he is going to use his hunter, and that's why I uses my freeze to take down his like hunter, cause if that hunter somehow stays alive, there is going to be some like real pain in, you know what I mean. Alright, so I'm going with my E-Drag in the back. I'm just doing the same thing again and again, but I was just looking for a like perfect moment where I can actually like freeze both of his Ram Rider plus hunter, cause that was the only way to win this match, right? And I think in the last moment he actually I would say he gave me a free chance cause he messed up his both Ram Rider and also hunter, and I had to freeze there cause I was just trying to get maybe one loon hit, cause all I need is just one loon hit, but unfortunately that almost got a hit, but that king tower actually killed my loon, so that was really unfortunate. But that his hunter actually took down my Inferno Dragon, so very well played by my opponent. And here my unfortunate my bad, so this time I had to use my Electro Dragon for his Ram Rider, because otherwise the Ram Rider might actually take my whole tower. But at that point I actually got a very good like counter push, cause that as my lumberjack went to the fisherman, so I had time to build a push, and now I know that I was like okay, so I know his cycle, so I have to somehow do something, or maybe like something that he isn't expecting. So I actually played there because I knew that dead bomb not gonna. Oh, sorry. So he also uses his all right. So he also uses his nado, and he also uses his jab. But unfortunately, that oh, so luckily that fish boy actually got locked into the bowler, and as you can see, only 20 seconds left. And I had to go in because he already took down my tower to 447. So at that point I got a very good freeze, but he was just hoping that fireball actually took down the loon. But unfortunately, GG, very well played by. I would say I played well there, but he played well as well. So big shout out to him. Let's get in the next replay. Alright, so for the next match, I have a replay against Eagleem. So I think couple of days back, somebody messaged me how to beat Eagleem. So as I use this deck, so I would say this is a very strong deck, and as well as a very simple deck. So all you just need to do is, I would say, be patient, then just don't overcommit. Like if you actually like, this is the more like, as I told you guys earlier, that this isn't a like loon cycle deck, so you have to be patient. And the second part, like the main thing about this deck is you have to build a counter push, right? So first of all, defend his push and then go in with your lumberjack and loon with the rest of the troops that you use to counter push his like whole attack, right? So as you can see, at that point I was kinda nervous because I knew that he have electro wizard in cycle. So I thought my right side is going down, so without like wasting any more elixir, I was getting ready to defend that push. And at that point I was kinda scared. That's why I already gave him that good game, that I knew this, I really don't know how I won this one. Alright, so I had to freeze there because otherwise, that if the electro dragon took my electro dragon, that would be like so bad. And his healer was just insane. Look at that healer. So I had to use my inferno dragon. Personally, I think like maybe use your inferno dragon to kill his electro dragon, but place like that yeah, that you saw in the video. So I was getting ready for another defense. I know that he might want to go for the third tower, as I have only 1200 on my king tower. So definitely he's coming for the like triple crown me. Alright, so I used my electro dragon there because I got a very good value there, and he was actually waiting. He might want to go with his like this electro dragon, and I knew that I had to take his other side, otherwise I'm kind of dead at this point, right? So as you can see, he's coming with his big push, then I think I had to use like both freeze plus electro wizard because I didn't have any other choice. And at that point I think, alright, yeah, as you can see, I had to freeze there because otherwise like I would totally dead. Because electro dragon, the main problem of Eagleem deck is mainly the electro dragon and healer, because the electro dragon can be like super annoying, if you know what I mean, right? And luckily I got his right side tower as well, and I think that's already GG because he have nothing to get. He tried to go with his he tried to go with his Eagleem and electro dragon in the middle, but unfortunately that didn't work for him. So like, man, it's so satisfying when you beat like Eagleem decks. So yeah, let's go into the next match. Alright, so for the next match I have a replay against one of the most popular deck of this meta, and that's the Muskin Knight Scalar Barrel plus Motorcycle. So mainly most of the people actually use like Fireball in this deck. I don't know why this dude is running Rocket, but to be honest, like Rocket is bad for me as I use like Lumberjack Loon, right? So Rocket is always deadly for me. But at that point when I saw that he already used his Rocket, so I knew he can't actually punish me with any kind of spell. That's why I went all in with my Lumberjack and Loon, and I also freezes there. I was hoping maybe that Loon might actually get 2 hit, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But I think that's alright. And another thing, like if your opponent is running anything maybe like double barrel or anything like that, always use your barbell for skeleton barrel and use your bowler for goblin barrel. Yep, because if you place that bowler right behind your princess tower, your bowler will kill all three goblins, and you can't actually kill all the skeletons with your bowler. So like easy choice, right? So at that point I was just cycling my bowler in the back because I know that he not gonna punish me on the right side or like in the other line, right? So I went with my bowler in the back, and then I was just cycling back with my electro dragon because this deck actually mainly shines when it comes to double elixir, because this is a heavy deck, as I told you guys earlier, that you have to be really patient if you're running this deck. And he was like, that was a very good barbell for my part. I got like pretty good value. He wanted to pressure me with the like goblin gan plus skeleton barrel, but I think I got the timing right and I got the lead, right? So at that point I used my bowler in the middle cause I was hoping maybe he wanna go, if I placed my bowler in the back, he might actually wanna go with his mortar in the base. So I didn't actually want to happen that, cause that mortar might even wanna take down my whole tower, so that would be like very bad, right? So I used my bowler. I was hoping maybe that bowler actually can save that Inferno Dragon, but unfortunately that Inferno Dragon died by Musketeer. And I think alright, so I didn't go with my Loon there because I need that Electro Dragon, because I knew that he have rocket, so you will rocket my tower. That's like pretty obvious, and I know that my bowler will actually stays alive, and that was a very bad freeze on my part because I was hoping that their 1 HP bowler might actually save me, but that didn't happen. So that was unfortunate, and that was a very bad bowler because I placed the bowler a little bit, you know, behind. So I should have placed that one style higher, then that mortar wouldn't have got any kind of hit on my tower. And at the point I need another like Loon push. But the main thing about this deck is if your opponent have maybe rocket, then always try to lumberjack, then delay for a sec, then deploy your Loon, and then just freeze the tower, because one rocket can't actually kill the whole Loon, you know. 1 HP will our Loon will stay alive. So that's why that's very important. You don't want to show them that rocket can't actually kill the whole Loon, so most of the player will actually choke there. So that was the main thing, and we'll see. I will use my freeze at there. So as you can see, and I know he's going to use his spare gobs because he didn't have enough elixir for Musky. So that was the whole plan, and it worked like nicely. So yeah, GG. And this is a replay against EXO player. So I think against EXO it depends on your luck, cause like if you're super lucky then you can win these matches against EXO or something. But if your opponent don't make any kind of mistakes, there is no way you can win this match, right? So at that point when I saw that Archer plus Skeleton, I knew this is going to be EXO. So I was actually like saving my elixir, because if I place my bowler in the back, he will actually punish me on the opposite lane with his X-bow, and that X-bow will take down my whole tower, and I knew that's gonna happen. So if you're running this deck, you always want to make sure that if you saw Archer, or if you know that this is like X-bow, you have to delay a bit. So unfortunately he also uses his fireball, and my Loon didn't got any hit or even no dead damage on the tower. But luckily our EV got Electro Dragon got few hits on the tower. I think 2 hits on the tower, and took the tower to 3206. So that was nice. And I was cycling back with my Inferno in the back, and he went for a defensive Expo because he knew that if he defend he can actually outcycle, sorry, if he defends he can actually win the game by spell cycling at the end. That's what most of the like Exo players do, right? They just spam Expos and we just have to cry later on because that is toxic, that is like super toxic. I personally really hate Expo. If you guys know me, you know, right, how much I hate Expo and 3 Musketeer. Alright, so at that point I was just trying to build a push with my Electro Dragon, then Lumberjack Loon, maybe something like I was hoping maybe some magic actually happened, and luckily that was the winning part of this match, that luckily my like EU is actually stayed alive for 1 HP and I actually took his left side tower, and I know that he's going to use his Ice Wiz plus Skeletons because that will reset my Inferno Dragon. And luckily I managed to cycle back to another bowler, and this match was close though because IXO is so toxic. So he, I think like you will see, so I also uses my Elite Dragon because I think I can actually defend for next 10 seconds, and he was using his, I think that Tesla wasn't a good play because he was actually hoping maybe I wanna go with my Lumberjack and Loon in the pocket, and luckily I managed to like pull that match just because that 1 HP you is right. So yeah, GG. Alright, so for the last match I have a replay against a little bit weird golem deck because generally this isn't the classic golem, but like the technique is same, you know. So when I saw that golem I knew that I have to pressure him on the other side because if I let him build up a big push then I'm pretty much dead. I have no other option to defend that push, right? So like if he, as you saw that I actually limited pressured him with my Lumberjack on the right side, so he couldn't actually go with his Mega Minion on the left or couldn't actually support his golem, you know. So that Inferno Dragon Shield melted that golem, man, that's so satisfying. Anyway, so when I saw that actually when I saw that like Goblin Heart, then I knew that I have to take his right side because he was down on Alexa, and as you can see I was also down on Alexa and like 1 HP low. So like in this deck you have to master the freeze because freeze is a very like the timing is, as you can see my timing was insane. Like my Loon was 1 HP and I somehow managed to take out the right side tower almost, right? So all I need is just one freeze or tornado and it will take the right side tower. So at that point I thought maybe he wanna go for my right side, but when I actually dropped my bowler on the right side he immediately goes in with his golem on the left side because I have to defend that golem, right? So my bowler got no value there, but unfortunately to be honest, but at that point I know that he don't have Electro Dragon, but sorry, he don't have lightning. Like if he have actually lightning on his hand, then I will try to like, you know, I will try to use my Inferno Dragon, and when he actually uses his lightning, then I try to use my Electro Dragon because that lightning will take so much value there, right? And like one lightning can't actually kill Inferno Dragon totally. So that was the point of the whole match, and he also uses his baby dragon to pressure me, but at that point like he have 30 seconds left. I think I can actually defend that push, but I think I went all in because I didn't actually wanted to give him much. Like I wanted to pressure him hard so that he can actually like counter push me, right? So that was a very good game, and I hope it will do for today's video. Like I hope you guys know how to play this deck, and if you guys have any kind of question, let me know in the comment box. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Till then, peace.